Welcome to a new vlog. We have dropped our rental car off at Heathrow and we are now starting our London portion of our trip to England. We are on the Heathrow Express from Heathrow Airport into Paddington Station. The sun is starting to set. Actually a bit of blue sky now. It was raining most of the time on the way here. So we're going to get settled into our hotel. And we have a couple of days to explore London and we're going to bring you along. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Hannah. I'm a single adoptive parent of 2. I'm originally from England and have spent the last 10 years or so living in America. I make videos about our travels and everyday life, so if you enjoy this video, do consider subscribing and joining us. In our previous vlog, we spent the first part of this trip in my hometown area in the Cotswolds, enjoying the countryside and seeing friends. I can link that video in the description if that's something that interests you. This part of the trip is London for just a couple of days. Nothing too packed, just walking around, eating and seeing a few things. This is our second trip to London as a family. One of my favourite things about visiting the city is the quality and amount of museums that are free or a small fee. Last time we visited the Natural History Museum, which we really enjoyed, and we have a couple of museums lined up for this visit too. We come into Paddington Station, which, as I have really come to appreciate its history and architecture. During our last visit at Christmas, they had a brass band playing Christmas songs, which honestly brought a tear to my eye. It was so beautiful. So I was hoping they would be here again this year, but we didn't see them. From here, we're walking to the hotel about 10 minutes away from Paddington Station, which feels a bit ambitious when you've got suitcases and children. We chose to stay at the Wild Hotel at their Paddington location. This is part of a small chain of about 6 or 7 locations in London. This location made the most sense for us as we had an early morning getting the Heathrow Express back to the airport in a couple of days, so it simplified our journey. I was really impressed with this hotel. It's no frills, but they do the important things very well. The room was exceptionally comfortable and clean, and also surprisingly quiet given its location on a main road. The room has a kitchenette and a fridge, which was very useful. But now I am very much sitting down for a bit. It's such a treat to watch some British TV and the shows I used to watch when I lived here but no longer have access to. This one I'm watching is Location, 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 which is a property search program that's been around for a very long time and was one of my favourites. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing for an hour whilst I unpack, which mostly includes pushing the suitcases around. Head out once it gets dark to see some of the Christmas lights. London at night feels different. It's a bit calmer, although there are still plenty of people around. We didn't really have a plan, we just walked around the area near our hotel. Then we head back to our room and get everyone cozy for the night. The single sofa folds out into a very comfortable sofa bed, and they provide a fresh set of bedding So I got that all set up, and Sophia and I had the king-size bed. This hotel room was honestly the perfect setup for us as a family of 3. The kids love having a sleepover with all of us in the same room. It takes them a while to settle, but I don't mind.
Sissy, are you ready for bed? What do you mean no? Sophia Bambina, my baby. Sophia, where are you going? Sophia Bambina. What are you doing? Are you relaxed?
The next morning we go to the Ivy Cafe in Marylebone for breakfast. This is one of those places that feels nicer than what we normally do, but is still totally fine to take your kids. The breakfast is good, simple, but really well done. Jameson enjoyed his pancakes, and I got some avocado toast, and Sophia picked off both of our plates. After that, we just walked around the Marylebone area. It's a quieter area of central London, more of a residential area with a village feel, centred along Marylebone High Street. I often enjoy this part of our trips the most now, just wandering between places, seeing what's around without a strict plan. Then we make our way over to Oxford Street, which is exactly as busy as you would expect. It's one of those places you kind of have to brace yourself before you go. We head into Selfridges for a little bit. Even if you're not shopping, it's worth looking at the window displays and going in just to walk around. Their Christmas decorations department was definitely a highlight for us. We also booked the Twist Museum in Oxford Street. This is a fun, immersive, interactive museum that features different types of optical illusions in each room. I wasn't sure what to expect, but this was actually really fun, and I think suits children of all ages. And I thoroughly enjoyed it too.
You, Mummy?
It's very hands-on, loads of things to try. I would highly recommend visiting if you are in the Oxford Street area. I will pause here and show you some of the exhibits from the museum.
Look at all of your heads. Do you see lots of mommy heads?
Why is there so much? There's so much.
You look up. Oh, look at all of those Jamesons.
For dinner, we went to Dishoom in Kensington. I heard about this small chain of Indian restaurants from another YouTube video when I was planning for this trip, and I have to say it fully lived up to the hype. The food is really, really good. Here I'm trying an appetizer called the Dishoom House Chat, which was golden fried sweet potato covered with yogurt, pomegranate, beetroot, radish, and carrot with a tamarind drizzle and green chutney. This was recommended to me by our waiter, and I have honestly dreamt about this dish a lot since. It was incredible. As I'm editing this footage, we actually have a trip to England planned in a couple of weeks, and I have already booked us a table back at this exact same restaurant. We went to the Kensington location, and I would highly recommend this one for the decor and the ambience. They also had the best garlic naan I have ever had, and the kids loved the naan too. On our second full day in London, we headed to the Covent Garden area, and specifically we planned to go to the London Transport Museum. This was mainly for kids, but it's actually really well done. There's lots of interactive stuff, old buses and trains that you can go on. It's one of those museums where you don't feel like you're dragging the kids through it. They're really interested, which makes a big difference. After that, we stayed around the Covent Garden area for a bit. They had some street performers and musicians. We walked through the market and grabbed a few things. Covent Garden is definitely one of the more touristy areas of London, but this is a place that's popular for a reason. And that's it for our time in London. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.